she was the odd.
Come on, guys. Genan. Let's celebrate before I meet me, because my phone is about to switch off and I charge I am angiyazi iphi. I'm sorry, I don't trust him. As much as he, in favor of his defense, but I still don't trust him. I'm sorry. I still don't trust him. No, these ones are going to make my day very difficult today, guys. I'm so bored. Maybe I should take a walk to that place. It's a Monday. I don't know if I can't believe these ones are taking a break after being there for what? 10 seconds. It was not long, Moss. Why is Baloi taking a break? These people are annoying, honestly. But okay, it is what it is. What I like is that Oksalayo, even if the ruling comes forcefully, it came. I want to see people's comments. Because I don't want to lie, I was not expecting. Because right now, I don't know what Balu is asking Sibia. It's annoying. What was the judgment, please? Oh, the judgment, he ruled in favor of the defense. Baloyi is not allowed to use accused number two's confession. Okay, let me go there for you. I did a video about it, but I did this live because I love you so much, guys. I already did a video, posted it, but I thought, why not? He ruled in favor of the state. Let's check this out quickly. Oh, Chris, I want to read exactly the things that were said. Judge Ratha. I'm gonna start from where Uchriselda started. So, Judge Ratha was expected this morning in the state's bid to have accused number one, Muzibia, cross-examined on the two alleged confessions by his co-accused Bongandasi. The defense is opposed to this bid, arguing that Ndansi's statement cannot be cannot be used against his other co-accused. Okay. Quickly before Ukali Budwal, I just wanna read what Judge Mokwatleng was saying. Okay. This is what Judge Ratha Mokwatleng said. This is why this court there's someone that I was trying to add there. Let me see. Okay. I don't know if okay. Request again. Say the person that was trying. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me, Rob?
Okay, yes.
Okay, great. I wanna read this. Judge Mokwatleng said, "This is why this court says maybe it will be infringing on accused number two to use accused two statements to cross-examine Mr. Sibia. At this moment, this court is still continuing. That's the reason I am saying this court has not as yet said any of these statements constitute an executive statement. This court has also not made a finding if..." Let me add this one quickly. Sorry. I tried. No, I'm not sure why he's not being added. This court has also not made a finding. Add to stage. Okay, there. This court has also not made a finding if all these accused acted in common purpose. And then he said again, consequently, I agree that the defense says there is a merit to constitutional invalidity regarding Mr. Baloy attempt to take the statement of accused 2 who has not cross-examined Mr. Spear. That is frowned upon in section 9.1 and the freedom of litigant. Consequently, then the ruling is that Mr. Baloy cannot use the statement of accused 2 to cross-examine accused number 1. Okay, so that was the ruling. That was the ruling, guys. So that's what was the end of it. But we know Mr. Baloy, guys. This family knows Mr. Baloy. Just in, the state has lost its bid to use the 2 alleged confessions of accused number 2, Bongani Danzi, to cross-examine accused number 1, Moses Sibia, who is still on the stand. The court has ruled Advocate Judge Baloy will only continue cross-examination of Sibia on other aspects, including his bank statement. So that is where we are. If you did not hear the ruling says he can't use any of those accused number 2 against accused number 1. Let's move. Prince, I just read Prince's comment there. Rob, I'm so sorry.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I feel pretty. It's a good Monday. I don't know why I'm excited, but I'm happy. Anyway, how are you?
Hi, Prince. I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thanks.
How are you, guys?
Rob first.
Okay. I see the breaking news on 405 saying setback for Meyiwa prosecutors. And you know what I said? I said, this is the first setback. They are coming. And thanks to Madanga Commission, thanks to Havoc, thanks to Mkwanazi, the setbacks are coming. Can I tell you something, Noni and Prince? I went to bed very confident. You know what I did? Yesterday, I'm a Formula 1 fan. So before I can watch Formula 1, because it started at 7, at 6, build up. Before that, I went to search section 219 of the TPA, Criminal Procedure Act, and also the subsection. I also tried to check other cases, and I said, no, this time around, defense is going to win. So when he was, starting with this jokes and everything, I just said, man, go straight to the point. You lost. You completely lost. Section 219 is so very clear. Even when you can check the previous cases, there was no way Balu was going to win here. There was no way. I've checked that, and I was... Sorry?
He was just trying his luck as per usual.
Exactly. And if it was around June this year, just before Mkwanazi, I'm sure it was going to fly. No, I don't want to comment a lot, because now, after this, you hear Balo, he didn't waste time. He just went straight to Capitec. And I said, wow.
Did you hear him? The way he's not impressed, but it looks like he knew what is the judgment. The way he's not impressed, he spoke over the guy who is busy doing what you call. Yeah, I'm like, I'm upset. Wait for him to do his interpretation. Anyway,
no,
thank
guys,
you so much, Rob. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to put it to record that I went to bed with no high blood pressure. I knew there's a case here that the defense have presented, and they're going to win. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Come in, Prince. Prince.
Hello.
Hi, Unjani. I'm all right. Thank you for asking.
Sure. I don't know if my audio is fine. It sounds weird on my side. Yeah, well, Mikey.
Come in, Prince. It's still Prince's 10 original. We will come to you after Prince.
Sure. Just something that I keep noticing with Baloy. Every time he gets beat down, when they go on a little break or for their lunch break or tea break, have you noticed how he bows down to the judge?
Don't be
Nat is going to
annoying.
Nat is going to hit the table. His body language is becoming more and more loud as we go on with the case. You know, there are times when Usibia responds, and he responds in such a way that, you know, it's undeniable that he's speaking obvious facts. You will see Baloy blinking like crazy, as if his tears, he's trying to stop his tears from coming out his eyes.
No, you know what it is? He came to Sibia under the impression that he is a lower primal dropout. Now, every time Sibia speaks, he gets surprised, annoyed, and all these mixed emotions. Now, he can't deal with that because initially, even after he told him that he's a grade 12, what, he still goes on as if he's dealing with a lower primal dropout. That's his problem. Okay, come in the next person. Who's this? Original.
Kunjani noni?
Siyaphila Nkosi kunjani bhuti?
Uyangizwa noni?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hayi namhlanje ngitshintshe igama namhlanje ngonesi.
Okay.
But why is it that I get some feedback?
I don't know, maybe it's your network because other people are just fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then we will give it to Dan until drop out and then come back again. Drop out and request again your network. Hi, Dan.
He wasn't there. He was leaving. Hey. He had guards because he was inside.
What are you making us listening to?
Then where's the champagne? Then
sorry about that. I had to take care of my background.
And
how you
then
doing, everybody?
Champagne after what he just did.
No, well, hey, you know what? Honestly, I didn't see this coming. I thought he was going to use some kind of case law against the defense, but I didn't see this coming, so I don't really have much to say about that. But I mean, it's for the good. It's always good to be proven wrong in situations like this. So, but one thing I did notice is that there's a lot of body language and things of the sort that happens between these people in the court, because while the interpreter was giving the interpretation of the judge, you could see Baloy like kind of trying to interrupt the interpreter to say, as the court pleases, you know, like to say like, oh yeah, you know, or something like that. So I don't know. I mean, for me, that's kind of what I picked up, like going right into the interpreter to affirm the decision of the judge, you know, to hand it to the judge and all of that. But yeah, but one thing I'll say, so this is in terms of accused one going down as his cross-examination and argument and everything later on. I think it'll be successful considering they've got this ruling on their side. However, you always have to consider the worst in general, period, because so that way you'll never be surprised. But especially with this guy, I'm thinking when it's in Tanzi's turn, accused two, that the judge he's gonna allow as much as possible for the confessions. Like he's gonna drill the confessions in to try to say for himself, not for anybody else. But if he can't use the confessions lawfully against any of his so-called co-accused, then the judge will probably try to make that hang on in Tanzi's head, the two confessions or whatnot. That's just my view. So he might. This is a score for the accused one. Like from this point on, it's just smooth sailing, I believe. But I think we're gonna hear much about the confessions again for accused two, and then you know, he's gonna say, well, he confessed and he was under freely and voluntarily and blah blah blah. But yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, you know what? This ruling is, I think, is bringing confidence now to the defense. I'm telling you now, they're going to be crossing the T's and dotting the I's from now onwards. So I don't see how Balo is going to be able to sneak in or try to reopen the state case, because you can see that here, in actual fact, that Balo was trying to reopen the state case. So this ruling is going to give the whole defense team a confidence to move forward and keep on questioning Ratha's judgments, or keep on guarding Baloyi. So I'm happy. Hence, I'm saying this is the first step back of many that are coming. So I want to see those headlines every time on mainstream media talking about the setback for prosecutors. So I'm happy.
You forget about mainstream media talking about setbacks all the time. They are just for. It's not like they had. It's not like they had choice. Anyway,
Yeah.
who's the next? The one with the heart and the loves and words. Come in.
How is it, Noni?
We are good. How are you doing?
Yeah, like I said, I think I was using my laptop initially. That's why I was having some feedback. Yeah, and now I'm using my tablet. It's Nef. The usual name is Nef there, but today I just decided to do something else because I'm celebrating. I'm now giving you my original name.
Nice one.
You know. This reminded me, Julius Malema at some point in the parliament, where he said he's holding the ANC by the scrotum.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you notice how Baloyi is so defeated?
He is.
Because I think he was banking on a positive ruling favoring him in such a way that even whatever he had planned to cross-examine on regarding Ntanzi, it just derailed him today. And for him to even ask for an adjournment, how many minutes did they just come through now? And I think he didn't even spend about 20 minutes, and already they're going for a recess.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's so defeated, Shem. It's so defeated. But I like it. You know what? I think even last week when we were talking about this issue of last Friday, to say everyone, I think amongst us here, we were not really expecting this one. We were always thinking Ratha will do what Ratha always does. That is to always side with the state. But I think today I really saw that he was defeated by the Constitution. That's the only thing that defeated him. Because if you remember the argument that came from the defense, they were hammering on the Constitution more than these authorities, because the Constitution is the pinnacle of any law in the country. So even if you come up with a law or a case law, that case law should not go against the Constitution. So I think this is where Ratha also, he realized that if he was going to rule against the defense, it was now going to be very clear for everyone. And for a change, I think he also wanted to show people that if he wants to use common sense, he can use common sense.
I agree with that. He wanted to. It's him playing his toys. I don't trust him, guys. I don't want to even lie. Even after this ruling, I still don't trust that old man. I'm sorry. I don't trust that old man. Who else is here that has not spoken? Prince, you got interrupted by your call, so you can come in.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah, I like the ruling that Ratha gave. He actually had no choice. The arguments that the defense gave last week were way too strong for him to rule any other way without making it obvious that he's biased. I also did some research over the weekend, spoke to a few of my clients who are lawyers, and they say there's no case law that would support what Baloyi is trying to do. And at this point, Baloyi is getting desperate. He's losing his case on Muzi Sibiya. And it's very evident with what we're seeing today. Him trying to rush the interpreter to make it as if he's not fazed by this ruling. He just wants to get on top of business. He's realizing that he can't win this. And Usibiya today also came on another level, saying, you know what, I know where you're trying to go with these bank statements. I know the impression you're trying to create, that because there were no transactions, surely I was using the cash that I got from this alleged hit. But there's something that Baloyi also missed. Remember last week, Usibiya said there are transactions that you've been leaving out. There are transactions on the Standard Bank statement that you purposefully left out. Why did you not read those transactions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Baloyi knows that the impression he's trying to create, yes, it might work, and it may have worked in other cases, but he's not prepared for this grade 12 student who he thought finished in primary.
who is now a lawyer in the making, by the way.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, it's not looking good for Baloyi, but I will not take it from him. He is going to play dirty. This is just one of his tricks. He will find another way to play dirty to try and trick Muzi. And I'm hoping Muzi is diligent enough to see everything that's coming as it comes.
Umuzi is smart, Baba. Umuzi is really smart. I think I've followed him, his testimony ever since he started. You can see, and I think over the weekend, obviously with some of the inmates there, they could have also played a part in actually ensuring him that whatever he says, he should stick to his truth. You know, you can see, I'm actually not surprised now. The Baloyi record, or the 100% record, he has been getting it through these tricks that he's doing. And you can imagine if you find someone who is not really up to the level of Muzi, like I'm just worried about Untanzi. Untanzi is going to play around with him. But now, Umuzi is very smart. Remember the question that Baloyi asked about a transaction that came from SARS. How do you ask such a question? What was the money for that came from SARS? Like, seriously? If I've got a transaction that is coming from SARS in my bank account, are you trying to doubt it? It could have been money that came from elsewhere. Because if it is SARS, the only reason why that money could be coming from SARS is because from the returns that you would have actually put in through at SARS. So now we are going to get very useless questions. When they come back now, you're going to get very useless questions on that. And he's not going to sit down on those statements. I don't know when he's going to finish with these statements.
And if I can add there, Noni, the reason why Sibiya is frustrating Baloyi, not that we are team state, I mean, we are team defense. I'm not trying to be biased here, but it can convince you that Sibiya is telling the truth because he doesn't forget. You know, a fabricated truth, you'll forget it as time goes on. This guy has been on the stand for more than 2 weeks now, from facing the same prosecutor with rhetoric questions. Somewhere he was going to contradict himself, but because he looks like he's telling the truth, he's not mincing the words. So even Baloyi tried to trick him, he still give you the same answer that he gave on the 1st of October. And today we are sitting on the 10th of November. You understand? That is what frustrates Baloyi. So even now with this ruling, Baloyi just jumped straight into the statement because he's frustrated. He thought that the judge is going to rule in his favor so that now he can move and use those alleged confessions from accused number 2 so he can trick Sibiya to a point whereby he can start to put into record that this was a contractual killing. They collude. I mean, what do you call it? They are collaborating. So the information on the first statement and the second confession are collaborating. But on the other hand, I think should the judge rule in his favor, he was going to continue doing what Nis was saying in the past, to say this: the state is busy digging their own grave. They even go deeper and deeper, because the very same statement that they wanted to use against Sibiya, that is coming from accused number 2, Ntanzi, they were going to open, it was going to expose them once again, because there were things that they are trying to link and they are not linking. You understand? That's why I was saying, even last week, and I'm sure Mulalo will remember, I said, how can people write the statement the same way with same ways, like subsequent, you understand? Like we went there, we requested cell phones and money. All of them are writing the same thing. Come on, you can't put it in that sequence. And then the person say, then upon when they were running out, I ran inside to do what? To confirm what they come on, you cannot do that. They cannot say, and then we went to the hostel and then we celebrated. No, man. Can you have two people talking the same thing like that and you want to call it a confession? That is a script, and it was edited there and there. That's why, if you can recall, I'm not sure whether it's you, Noni, who did a video whereby they don't put a full date. They put a date and a month. They don't put a year because they don't know the year. They didn't want to contradict the record, so they left it like that. And Ratha allow it. I said, why don't you allow to give you a full date? So if he allowed these statements to be used against Sibiya, they were in for it. They were going to expose themselves even more. So now we're coming back after this short break. We're going to listen to Mbali Moyo, and come on. Because
that about Ropa Basnika card web bank.
And you know what? Just my last point. You know what? You know what is frustrating, Balo, is that even if he tried to cook the records, they are not coming closer to the 26th of October 2014. They are not even come closer to the 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31, and maybe the beginning of November. They don't come closer to that. He just, last week he summarized it. He said, why so many transactions, or what do you call it? I think he was talking about airtime. Why you bought so much airtime between this period and this period? Because he wanted to put the 26th of October in the mix. So, but he couldn't, I couldn't point it line by line to say, on this day you bought it airtime.
You know what, Robert? This was a very futile exercise by Baloyi, because bottom line is he's not placing Muzi at this Spaza house.
Exactly.
Because even if let's say he was in Gauteng on that specific day, what does that mean? What does that mean? Because I was also in Gauteng, so it means I could have been there also. It could have been anyone.
Lunchtime, I'm so sorry, man. We need to go catch up. You got time. Let's come back in your lunchtime. Thank you so much. Guys,
thank you so much.
Let's 1 o'clock. We will do another live.
Bye. Yeah, let's hear what he's going to say now.
Yeah.